You've been told your whole life to drink more water, 8 glasses a day, stay hydrated, carry a damn water bottle everywhere you go, and you're doing it. You're drinking the damn water, and you're still getting headaches in the afternoon. You're still feeling that vague, off, not quite right feeling. You're still tired in a way that doesn't make sense given how much sleep you've gotten. You're drinking the water, and it just doesn't seem to be doing what it's supposed to do. Here is why. And it's one of those things that is so obvious, and once you hear it, you'll wonder why the hell nobody's mentioned it sooner. If you showed up at a hospital severely dehydrated, the kind where you needed medical intervention, what would they give you? Not water, not coconut water, not sports drink, saline, salt water, an intravenous bag of salt water. The medical system, the one we trust with our actual lives and in our most vulnerable moments, treats dehydration with salt water because that's what your body actually needs. And we've been walking around drinking plain water and wondering why the hell we still feel terrible. I'm Debbie, a holistic nutritionist for 15 years now. And what that means is that I look at the whole person, body, mind, and spirit. And hydration is one of those things that sounds so basic that people assume they've got it handled. Drink water, done. But the way most of us are hydrating is missing a fundamental piece of the picture. And once you understand what that piece is, everything else makes a hell of a lot more sense. And that's what we're getting into today. So here's the thing that reframes everything. Your body is roughly 60% water. You've heard that. What you probably haven't heard is that the water in your body is not just plain water, it's salt water. Your blood is salt water. The fluid inside and around every single one of your cells is salt water. And it's a carefully maintained solution of sodium, potassium, magnesium, and other minerals that your body works constantly to keep in balance. And here's why that matters for how you hydrate. Water needs minerals present to actually get into the cells and do its job. Without them, your body doesn't absorb it the way it should. It stays in your bloodstream, your kidneys process it, and you piss it out, which is exactly why you can drink glass after glass of plain water and still feel dehydrated. The water is going through you, not into you. You're hydrating your toilet, not your body. This is why hospitals use saline. Not because doctors are strange, because salt water mimics what your body is actually made of close enough that your cells can absorb it. They've known this for hundreds of years, and the information just never made it to the drinking more water messaging we've all been living with. So a couple of things that shift as we get older that make proper hydration both harder and more important at the same time. First, our thirst signals become less reliable. Younger people feel thirsty when they're mildly dehydrated. From our 40s onwards, that signal often doesn't fire until we're significantly behind, which means the cues you've been relying on your whole life is no longer working as accurately as it used to. And by the time you're feeling thirsty, it's already in a deficit. Second, your hormonal shift of perimenopause and menopause affects how your body manages fluid and minerals. As estrogen fluctuates and declines, your body's ability to hold on to what it needs changes. You might be losing more than you're replacing, and you don't even have an idea that it's happening. And third, a lot of us are quietly dehydrating ourselves without even realizing it. Coffee increases how much fluid you lose. If you're having 2 or 3 cups in the morning, you're starting the day in deficit that just plain water alone isn't going to fix. Exercise, it means you're losing minerals alongside fluid, not just fluid. And if you're eating mostly whole foods and being mindful about salt, you might actually be getting less sodium into your body than it needs. So here's the piece that almost never gets talked about. What you eat matters as much as what you drink. Fresh, whole foods, particularly fruits and vegetables, have a very high water content. They come naturally packaged with the minerals that help your body to actually use that damn water. Cucumbers, celery, leafy greens, peppers, tomatoes, strawberries, watermelon, yum. All of them are delivering hydration and mineral support at the same time. Your body knows exactly what to do with that stuff. It's been doing it for hundreds to thousands of years. I have peppers and leafy greens in my fridge constantly, not just because they're nutritious, because they genuinely hydrate in a way that's easy and automatic once it's part of how you eat. Coconut water, it's also worth mentioning, unsweetened, plain coconut water, and not the fizzy kind either, not the sweetened version from a vending machine. It is one of the most naturally balanced electrolyte options available. If you have had a heavy sweat session, a high coffee day, or you're just feeling kind of shitty and you can't explain it, it's genuinely a good option. So this is not complicated and it costs almost nothing. What I do is I add a small pinch of good quality sea salt to my water throughout the day. Not table salt, that stuff's just poison. Table salt has been refined down to mostly just sodium with everything else stripped out. So sea salt or Himalayan pink salt retain trace minerals beyond just the sodium. So I'm just talking a small pinch, not enough to even make your water taste like salt or like the ocean even. Just enough that your body has something to work with. So I also squeeze lemon or lime into it. So citrus adds potassium, one of the key minerals that your body needs alongside sodium, and it makes the water taste like something, which means I actually drink it. If your water is sitting there untouched because you find it boring, adding citrus fixes that problem while making the hydration actually work better. It's a win-win situation. So that combination of water, pinch of sea salt, squeeze of lemon or lime is what I reach for throughout the day, but especially in the morning. It's simple, practically free, and it works great. So on the days when I've exercised, sweated more than usual, or I just want a proper electrolyte drink, I make my own, and I want to be straight with you about why I don't buy Gatorade. Look at the ingredient list sometimes. Sugar in large amounts, artificial colors, modified food starch. Yes, there's some sodium, potassium in there, but it's packaged inside what's essentially sugar water with dye added to it. You're getting a blood sugar spike alongside your electrolytes and paying for food coloring that you absolutely don't fucking need. Not only that, but it's expensive as hell. You can make something way better at home in 30 seconds. So that pinch of sea salt, like I mentioned, the juice of half a lemon or a lime, and a small dash of maple syrup or raw honey, half a teaspoon, just enough to balance out the salt and give your body a tiny little bit of natural sugar that actually helps the minerals absorb more efficiently. Fill with water, stir, done. And also use warm water, like lukewarm, room temperature, not cold water. Sodium from the salt, potassium from the citrus, the touch of natural sweetness that does the job without the artificial everything, tastes bright and clean and like something you actually want to drink. No chemistry degree required to read the ingredients. So if you have high blood pressure, kidney disease, heart conditions, or anything else that affects how your body handles sodium and fluid, this conversation absolutely begins with your doctor or healthcare provider, not some YouTube video. A pinch of salt approach is a low risk for most healthy people and can make a real difference, but your specific medical history is yours. Please use both. So your body runs on salt water, not plain water. The hospital has known this for a century, and nature has known this for forever. Now you know it too. So add a pinch of good sea salt and a squeeze of lime to your water daily. Eat more high water whole foods. Pay attention to how much coffee you're having and whether you're replacing what you're taking out. And the next time you reach for a sports drink, make your damn own instead. Citrus, salt, dash of syrup or honey, water, 30 seconds. Genuinely better for you at a fraction of the cost. And every nickel counts nowadays. Hydration isn't complicated. It was just missing one piece of information, and now you have it. Subscribe for more No BS Nutrition, and I'll see you in the next one.